Welcome back to the Miles in My Shoes video series. I'm your host, Chris Richardson, and today we're going to talk about perceived value. There's a story that's going viral on the internet about a father that leaves a dusty antique watch that's about 200 years old to his son, and he challenges his son to take that same watch to different sellers to see what the perceived value would be. The son then proceeds to take the watch to various buyers and gets offered $5 or $100 because the watch is old and somewhat antiquated. But then, upon his final trip out, the son goes to a museum where he's offered $1 million for the watch, and it turns out that it's priceless and invaluable. This story was very profound to me because it really hit home in terms of what perceived value is and the importance of knowing your value, realizing your value, and taking action when it's not appreciated. You see, the story hit me particularly hard as I thought about it because it caused me to expand my thoughts about value. I want to talk to you about what it's like to be a tech people leader. You see, it's known that in the career of tech, oftentimes when you're starting out your career as an individual contributor, you have a specific skill set, your own personal toolbox of skills that apply to making you more effective at your job. But oftentimes when we become people leaders, that particular personal skill set becomes a lot less relevant as you take on the responsibility of leading others. I want you to go with me literally and figuratively here. When you're thinking about your personal career development, oftentimes the onus is on you to develop your personal skill set and figure out how best to apply it to achieve your goal. And the answer isn't always black and white. Take the example of being a homeowner. If you go to fix a door or fix a patio or fix an appliance in your home, sometimes we don't always grab the right tool. Sometimes we don't always have the right tool readily available. But when you go to fix that door, and let's say you grab the wrong wrench or the wrong screwdriver, if it's the wrong tool for the job, do you simply just throw it away? Do you throw away your whole toolbox? Do you give up and not fix the door? The answer is an astounding no. The key here is to take responsibility and find the right tool or acquire the right tool and use it in the most effective way. That metaphor is very similar to what it's like to being a people leader. As leaders of people, we have a responsibility to shape our team, to build our teams, and to amass talent, and to figure out what's the best possible way to bring the best out of people. You can make the same example for parenthood, for having guardianship over children. Sometimes when you're a parent, or sometimes when you have certain friends, you call on certain friends or you depend upon certain children to do certain things because you know it lies within their wheelhouse or it lies within their strength. Others may need more time. Others you may have to exercise more patience. Being a people leader is the exact same thing. Just different principles and different ways in which we apply how we are effective. Leaders of people bear a great responsibility to look beyond their own personal skill set and think about the people that they are leading and how best to empower them, how best to enable them. Whether we're talking about the example of being a parent or whether we're talking about the example of owning a home, you put on different hats when you have to fix the door versus when you have to fix the patio versus when you have to mow the grass. It's the same thing when we take on the awesome responsibility of leading people and developing them. It's never a straightforward issue, and oftentimes it's not black and white. It is complex. But I don't think it's meant to be easy. And that's okay, as long as your perspective remains intact. If we can internalize these concepts, when that viral story comes across your timeline, there'd be a lot less people that read that and felt the need to make a move or felt the need to go find a place where they feel truly valued, where they feel like their skill set is being utilized in the correct manner. I think that the theme of the article is very important and it hit home. But I strive and I long for a day where it doesn't touch as many people as deeply as it did me. On the heels of my company Cisco Systems being voted the #1 place to work in the world, I do know for a fact there are peers and colleagues and people that I've witnessed that get these leadership principles, that get the true value of leadership and the importance of looking beyond your own skill set and your own needs and putting into context what your people need from you to grow. I'm proud to know leaders that are putting this into practice, and both the company and the world is a better place for it. I don't know about you, but I feel that my tool set, my skill set, and my leadership mindset are never at capacity. I am always looking to grow and striving to learn and empower and make others better. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to comment below and share the ways in which you're enriching lives and sharing value. Thank you for listening. We'll see you in the next mile.